We don't need no checks from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't wanna fall in love by the boys. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys, yeah.
King is born. I told you before.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Mad H.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Pushes past him, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5". The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The slot man in motion right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. The play clock's running down. Back to throw. Snyder. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, Snyder. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. The play fake. Snyder steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Off play action. Snyder. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Spinning past him. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the 1st touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
In November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Looking to throw. Bates out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Off the play fake. Snyder. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 58 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
To play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw. Bates throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looking to throw. Bates. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
From the gun, Bates. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Hoping
now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Snyder over the middle, complete. It's Maxwell, and he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point. Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snyder. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 2nd, 3rd quarter in Indy. And the Panthers have scored to extend their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on second down. Bates. On target over the middle to Hill. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And checking in on what's going on up in the Meadowlands. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And welcome back. We are in the city of Brother. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. 31 yards there and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
so many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down. Snyder. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Snyder, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Off play action. Snyder, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is? Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not like that.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on second down. Bates. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On 3rd and 2. Bates. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. and spike it here to stop the clock. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Bates. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. To throw on second down, Bates. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 2 12s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood when they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't G8. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less.